Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this edition of Waking Up My WIPS. And today is the 14th of August 2024. And I have got some finishes for you. I'm looking down slightly because I'm written it down and I just want to make sure that I have covered everything. And not forgotten anything. Anyway, so yes, I have some finishes for you today, but I'll get to that in a minute. Welcome to all of my new subscribers, because I've had a fair few this week already. And so hello and welcome. You are always welcome here to my channel. And hello to all of my wonderful friends that support me week in and week out. So, what have I managed to get up to? I have been working on my WIPS since Saturday. Friday and Saturday, I want to say. So I've had some good time to do it, and although there isn't very many things, it's just taken quite a while for me to do, but I'll explain that very soon as I go along. And so I'm going to start with the works in progress that I have, and that is the tank top that I'm doing for my friend with the African flowers. Now, I haven't done an awful lot to it because it just seems to take quite a while to do, but I have been starting to sew some ends in. I've added the other two that I had left over in the bag to the pattern so that I can build on it, and so I've added the let me think, which ones did I add? I had it like that, so I've added these two to make it a little bit rounder, and I've started to sew in all the ends, which I should really do as I go along, but when I'm doing them, I'm so itching to get them done. I tend to kind of do all of the middles and then all of the petals, and then I go around and do all of the outer little bit, and then I do the brown bit that kind of joins it all together when I am whilst I'm doing it. So if I don't get round to the brown bit until the very last thing, it doesn't really matter as long as I've got the petal shape. And of course then I just kind of want to quickly like get on to the next bit, and I don't always sew in all of the ends, but it's not too bad. I am getting there very slowly, but as long as it's done for the autumn weather, it doesn't matter, I don't really think. And I do need to go to the shop, my local Stylecraft stock list, and get some more of the yellow, because although yellow wasn't one of the choices that the friend of mine chose, I had some left, but because it has worked up really nicely and does look attractive with the yellow petals, I do need to get another one now because I'm running very short, so I won't have enough to keep doing it otherwise. So that is the one. You saw this last week, you just didn't see it with the two added, and also you hadn't seen that I had started sewing in the ends, so that is that one. And then I pieced together this one, which you saw, the last time you saw these, they were all in a pile. And the photo that I took, I laid it all on the floor and that was very much kind of what it was like last week. But I've put them all together to make sure that it looked okay with the two together. And actually, I pick it back up again. I think we're tending to do one side, one the other side. So it's kind of like this. And see how it looks. If it doesn't look very nice, then I can always just mix and match it. But as I said before, I am quite struggling with how it's going to go because I don't have a pattern. So I've only got an image in my head, and it's hard to get the image out of my head and see what it's actually going to look like without looking odd. So it is one of those things, and it is going to be one of those lovely things that will come out of my mind and make something that she hopefully really, really loves. So I'll be making progress on this in the next for the next episode, because it is something that I need to do and get a shimmy on, hopefully by the at least by the middle of September, I'm hoping. Tall order, but we'll get going and we'll see. So that is the African flower tank top that I'm making, and that is the progress that has happened. Now, what else have I done, may I ask? Or may you ask? Right. I'm so excited, I just have to get on with it, I think, because it's been a long time coming. It's been a very, very stressful few days. Friday and Saturday and Sunday I was working on this, and I tried desperately, and it took me about probably 9 hours just to do about 12 rows. Had to keep stopping, pulling it back and sorting it all out, and it was quite stressful. And in the end I was timing myself just to try and get myself really eager to just get it finished and get it sorted out, and so I won't hold you in suspense any longer, and I will show you. Just hold on. The reindeer is done. Look at that beautiful specimen. Look at that. I don't even know why I was whispering then. But look at that. Isn't that just stunning? Now, it's a bit of a weird light today. I know I've changed the setting on my phone because I wasn't happy with it keep going in and out, in and out. But I don't know if I've made it too bright now. Oh, I don't know, but hopefully it'll be fine for you to see. Anyway, yes, so this one took a very long time. I had to take back 3 or 4 rows at the start from where you saw it, and because it just wasn't going in. And what happens with this is you have a single crochet row, and then you come up the row on top. So basically the single crochet row is the row that sets the order of where your bobbles are going to sit. And this row here, where the white is, underneath, it just wasn't, it was like there was some over here and some over here, and it wasn't sitting right at all. And so I've done it so that I could get the, I just stripped it back to make sure that it was right. And the only niggly thing that I'm not very pleased about, which I wasn't going back because I only discovered it up here, and that was that the yarn had carried on the wrong side. Basically, I didn't realise that it had come through the front and it wasn't at the back. So that was annoying because I had to carry it through there because it was only one bobble, and I didn't want to have two lots of brown on because I didn't see the point. Because I just had I had these, and let me just reach for it. I had these wonderful chunky pegs that I'd loaded round and round with yarn, so then I could simply just peg it to the work, and then was able to turn it over to minimise the amount of yarn bath, really. Just a lot of, you know, messiness and scrambled yarn mess. So yeah, so I was a bit disappointed about that, but then at the end of the day, when you fully pull it back, you can't really see it, and of course it's going to be a blanket and they're going to be snuggled up in it and everything, but it's not the end of the world, and I'm not going to cry over it. It's absolutely fine, and I'm really pleased with the fact that I've done it. And so now I just have the two small panels with the 4 sets of 4 bobbly bits, and if I just reach into my bag, because I forgot to bring it out, this is how far I got, if you remember last time, and I had done the row above that, because now the row that I'm going to be on in a minute has a bobble each side of the bobble that's there, but it just wasn't sitting right, so I've took it out and I will do it again. But this is the length of the panels that I have left, and then there's 2 bobbles in the middle, and then there's another singular one that will sit in the middle of the 2 at the top. And then, so it's just this one and then a white panel left to do. So I'm very excited, and the end is in sight and very nearly done. And I can't wait to piece it all together, because at the moment there is just lots and lots of stitch markers holding all together. And so I will show you very soon, because it will be done very soon. Yes. So that was one of my finished objects for the week, and that brings me to finished object number 2. So let me just put that one up there so I can put that away in a minute. And this one has been living in my wool warehouse bag, and it is my shawl, and it's absolutely finished. Now, the only thing I haven't done is sew in the ends yet, because I was so carried away with thinking, oh yes, I'm ready, I can do my video now. This was the first object that I'd finished, and I was so desperate to do the reindeer and get started on that and try and finish it for this week's video, that I actually forgot all about it. So, oh dear, but I'm really not worried. I can do that, no problem. But look at the loveliness of this. The second ball, which was Nordic Noir by Sindar Jewel Spun. It's Sindar Jewel Spun, and the colour is Nordic Noir that I added to it. Suits it, absolutely lovely. It goes in with it, and it's not a problem. It doesn't look that odd because there's already purples in it, and it is absolutely lovely. I really love it, and I can't wait to show you. So I'm going to put it on and I'll let you know. Hold on. I just need to stand to the side for a second so that I've got enough room, because there's not enough room with the table there. Hold on. Hello, I'm back. Look how beautiful it looks. I've pushed my camera back halfway across my table because I am sat at the end of my kitchen table at the moment, which is where I prefer to do it now rather than over on my desk, because my desk is rather, because it's like a corner thing, there isn't very much room because it kind of just goes like that and it's not enough room. So I've pinched the table for when we're not using it for our meals and things, and so I've pushed it right back so you can actually see. But isn't that absolutely lovely? This is the second time that I have, and it's also for those of you that want to see underneath for the ends so that you know that it's enough. It sits about there. If you want it tight around your neck, it can, you can just kind of, you know, pull it, but I like it quite loose and down over my shoulders. But it's so snuggly and so lovely. I can't wait to get it washed, get the ends sewn in, and just literally, I am all ready for the playground when the weather gets chilly. Honestly, so happy. Anyway, so yes, this is the Kaleidoscope shawl, and I did have, what did I do with the pattern? Just hold on a second, it's on the desk. It's the Kaleidoscope pattern, and it's a Yarnspirations Red Heart one, and last week I put the yarn that I was using in the description box below. But this, like I said at the start of showing this, it is a Sindar Jewel Spun yarn ball, and they are 150 grams each, and, or was it 200? Can't remember. My brain is toast. Not sure. Anyway, the first colour was Northern Lights, and the second colour, as I said earlier, was Nordic Noir, and I'm just blown away. The last time I made this was for my for one of my teacher friends, who actually I didn't have the pleasure of working with her, but she taught my youngest daughter Sienna at her previous primary school, and she was just lovely. And I made it for her, and I used a Stylecraft Batik Swirl for that one, and if I can get a picture from her I will, and then I'll show you at a later date. But I just love this pattern, and it's so simple. All it is 5 rows of granny and then 5 rows of box stitch, which is just literally double crochets in the round. I wonder if I can just show you like this. So it's just double crochets, chain 1 double crochet to make the boxy shape, and then there's the granny there, and then right on the end, the last 6 rows, which is where you were seeing it last time, because I only had 6 rows to go. I had 5 rows of the box left, and then the last one was a granny picot, which meant I just added a picot. I don't know if you are familiar with the picot stitch, but basically you do a double crochet. This is obviously American terms. A double crochet, and then you chain 3, and you go back. After you chain 3, you come back into the double, but you cross over the front. You go into the front of the stitch and do a slip stitch so that it links in, and then you do another double crochet, so you're basically doing the picot on top of the middle one, and it just finishes it off really, really nicely. I'm so impressed by it, and I'm just really excited to wear it, and I love it, and I will definitely definitely be making more of them, because I'm like that. When I find something I really, really love, then I will really remake it and remake it. There are beautiful, beautiful shawls out there, and they are lovely ones on free patterns, as I show on my Free Pattern Friday videos as well. Just beautiful ones, but when you know, don't you? And so I will be showing some more shawls as time goes on, just in case you want to have a variation, but they're nice just to snuggle up with if you're going to walk the dog or have beach walks, or just basically standing in the playground in all weathers like me. Anyway, I digress, don't I? Let's get on with it. So yes, I'll be doing that, so look out for the Free Pattern Friday videos, because I'll be showing all sorts of everything. Now, I have one thing left. I just need to go and shut my door because I left it open. Hold on there just a second. Hello. I've moved the camera back towards me again now. So anyway, no more interruptions. I have got one last thing to show you, and I am so pleased to say that it's a finished object. So I don't have very many WIPS left now at all, so I'm really pleased about that, and this channel has helped me. And if you remember right at the beginning, I mean, I know that I've been adding a couple of things, like, because when I've had a sort out and I found something else, I've gone, oh, I found this, and you know, I'm going to be doing that. Anyway, if you remember, I had done the head of this little love, and I had some very sad looking paws or arms, and I had only done one leg. Well, I have finished her now. Do you want to see? And I have managed to do, because I said that I was going to redo the arms because I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, because there was a gap at the bottom and I had to cinch it shut, and I wasn't really that impressed with it. But I thought, I'm just going to go for the process, I'm going to trust it, and we're just going to go. Anyway, the reason why I hadn't done this for so long was because the eyes were wonky on the head, and I didn't want to unpick it or redo it. And I just thought, oh, goodness me. So I chucked it in a bag, chucked it in the drawer, and thought, no, I'm not going to do it. I'll just pick it up another time. Well, I thought, come on, we've only literally got one leg and the body left. How difficult can that be? And I'm wondering whether I could do it in an afternoon so that I could actually show you that I'd done it. And I have. So I'm going to show you. Are you ready? This is a very wonky Emily. It's not that wonky. I thought if I pull the eyes in a little bit, it might not be so obvious. But of course it's obvious, isn't it? The only thing I find is, because you're doing it in the round, obviously one eye is going to be above the other slightly, because it will end up being on the row above, or the row below, depending on where you put it, I suppose. Anyway, if I manipulate it and I mess about with it, and which I was doing before I even thought, oh yes, let me do my video. See, that doesn't look too bad now, does it? You just squash it about. Anyway, then I thought, actually, I'm going to go over and over and over and over and see if I can create some eyelids, just so that it doesn't make it too obvious. Well, of course it's going to make it obvious, because there is a definite obvious thing that the eyes aren't level. But who cares? I don't care now. I've accepted the fact. Look at her pink knickers. Aren't they lovely? And I love the fact that she's got a very tumpy tummy and a very flat bottom. I'd love to have a flat bottom. I'm nearly there, but not quite. Anyway, look how lovely it is. I love the ears because I love the fact that they don't stand up, because I didn't want them standing up, so I've been twisting them and messing about with them. And the only thing I'm a bit annoyed about is joining in my where you put the cotton in first. And when you go to sign off, although I pull it out the back, like there's just a little bit left where you actually went in first. So looks like it's got a bit of a too big a nostril. Anyway, why are we moaning about it, eh? I don't know. And the arms, well, I had to literally just cinch them together. So I've done it, but I'm not really crazy about it, the way they do it. But I still love the book. Don't get me wrong. I still love the book and I still love the patterns. Will I make some clothes? Yes, that's the answer. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to leave her in just my knickers, in her knickers, am I? I wouldn't want to do that. Anyway, the leg that I had done was much bigger than the one that I did last night. Why is that? Probably because I've left several months and my tension or my crochet got much better from when I first decided I was going to do it. And the technique is a lot different because there was holes each side of them, but as you can see there isn't any because I follow a lovely tutorial now. Well, I've learned how to do it, so I don't need the tutorial, but I saw one and I have sorry about that. I have mentioned it on my channel in the description box below before, but I will put it in again today. And that is a special way by going into the back bumps of the chain so that then you don't get any gaps. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's a game changer and I love it. And now I do it for the beginnings of anything, blankets or anything now, because I struggled with the robot when I made the robot and I showed it on Monday. The first piece I just did normally because I didn't think, oh, I could have used the back bumps. It was only until Sally from Nanny Moon's Crochet, hi Sally, said, well, why don't you use the back bumps? That I thought, oh, yes, why not? I only associated the back bumps from amigurumi feet. So at least now I'm going to do that going forward for anything that has a chain because it is a brilliant idea. Anyway, I'm just so excited. I can't control myself today because I'm just so thrilled to have so many finished objects to show you. It was bound to come with all these different projects that I've got going on the go, but I'm just so excited. So back to the question, am I going to give her some clothes? I am jolly well going to try. And that is the ticket, because if I don't try, I will never know. And there she is on the front. She was wearing a blue dress and some red wellies. Now let me just read it to you because I love the fact that this book is by Emma Varnum. Sorry if I have butchered it. She has they have got their own little backstory, and this book, I might as well show you it anyway, hadn't I? It's called Cute Crocheted Animals. Now I always I've shown this in my amigurumi book tag ones and all sorts, and I have shown you before, but I'm going to just recap and show you again. There are some of her friends, and the mouse pattern I used, no it wasn't, it was the cat pattern I used to do the, oh, I can't see if I can see him. Oh, he's right up there. Hold on a minute. The cat pattern from this book I used to make the mushroom cat, and there it is, just poking his head out at the top next to the piggy friend. And I used this book for that because I was mixing and matching, because that's what the cow was called at the time. And so it's not, you know, I'm not a stranger to this book, but this is Emily's coat and dress and welly boots. And let me just try and find it. I can hear my daughter outside, so she might burst in through the kitchen door in a minute because she's outside with her friend and she doesn't know that I'm filming. So you'll have to bear with. But this is Emily and Jack the rabbits, and there they are, having a cup of tea in their underwear. And it says, Emily and Jack the rabbits. Both rabbits are made with the same pattern, but using different colours unless otherwise stated, works in continuous rounds, make sure that you use a stitch marker in each of the rounds. Now, this is what I wanted to read to you. It says, Emily likes wearing her bright red wellies to jump in puddles in the park. Her favourite food is cake, and lots of it. Whose favourite food is cake? And who likes lots of it? Me! Anyway, I digress, don't I? So, this with this, I am going to try. I always wanted to make Jack because I love the fact of the raincoat and the bobble hat, but I haven't got any of the toggles, so when I get the toggles I will be able to make that. And like I say, with Emily's stuff, they do suggest to use Debbie Bliss Baby Merino, and I had lots and lots of it, but I lost my Crojo probably about nearly 2 years ago now, and I literally I lost it, and I had to move rooms and everything, and I downsized, and I got I donated a lot to a friend of mine in the town who was making stuff for charity. So I do wish that I had kept it now, but it's something I can collect again. Did I know that I was going to make it on YouTube? Did I know that I was going to be doing 3 videos a week by then? No. Certainly not. I wasn't even on YouTube doing it. So these things happen, don't they? And if we could have foreseen what had happened, and if my dad hadn't passed away, I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube now. But I just didn't want to hold myself back anymore, and I always wanted to do it, but just didn't know whether I had the confidence. And now I'm getting more confident as time goes on, and of course my crochet is getting better, and I just want to share it with you all. So I think I've rabbited enough, haven't I? Do you think I ought to go? So yes, I'm going to try and do some outfits, but I will probably not do it on this channel video. I will just include it in my episode ones if I do it, and then I will show her then. So she is going to be not starring in this video again, but it doesn't matter, does it? It's another finished object. So the things that are left in this video are the finishings of my Dream Big Little One, my Yasmin blanket, which I haven't had time to do this week, but there's still time because I don't need to worry until Christmas. I've still got until Christmas to complete it, that's what I mean. And then what else? Oh, and then obviously the tank top. And then I think that'll be it. I think that'll be it for it. Yeah, I don't think there'll be anything else, unless I find anything else lurking in my drawers that I haven't actually come across yet. But it's getting it done and it's getting it sorted, and that's what this channel video, this day of the week is for, really, you know, to be able to take ownership of what I've started and make sure I jolly well finish it, and that's what it is. So I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please give me your views, your comment below and let me know what you think, and I will be sure to reply, because I love to see all your comments and I love to have chats with you, be it with them brief because they're only comments, obviously, but I will put my email address in the description box below, so you can show me all of your things if you want to, because that would be really nice. And if you want me to show them on the channel, then just let me know, because I'm quite happy to do that. And I will see you all again on Friday for Free Pattern Friday. So take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Take care. Bye.